Distinguished guests, members of the board, esteemed faculty, relieved parents, siblings who don't want to be here, toddlers who have no idea what's going on. And is there anyone else I'm missing? Oh yes, the 2026 graduating class of UWC East. Good morning. 9 years ago today, I sat in the very seats you all currently occupy as a graduate of the UWC East class of 2017. Little did I know at the time that a global pandemic was about to hit. Technology was on a trajectory no human had ever seen before, and the 6'7" TikTok trend was going to break the internet. Don't worry, parents, if you're confused. Your kids will explain it to you later tonight. It seems like instead of developing valuable life skills during COVID, or learning about the value that AI brought to the world like many of you, I decided to make 30-second long videos about how Indian dads get mad when their sons don't get a 7 in their economics exam. My name is Avi Dikshit. After graduating from UWC, I served in the Singapore military before pursuing my degree in PPE at the now extinct Yale NUS College. Yes, I do have a limited edition university degree, which sounds extremely cool. And despite what my lovely grandmother thinks, no, PPE does not stand for Please Pray for Everyone. I'm a Singapore national cricket player, and instead of listening to my parents and becoming a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, I decided to create content instead that has garnered over 4.5 billion views. As I'm sure many of you have experienced, when I was a graduate, I was always asked what I wanted to do once I graduated. Beta, what do you want to do in life? Beta, where do you want to go to college? Beta, I've heard Harvard University is a great school. In fact, all throughout my time at UWC, not once did I really think about that. Sport actually always piqued my interest, and like many other kids my age, I dreamed of becoming a professional athlete. I wanted to emulate the likes of Michael Jordan, Virat Kohli, Tiger Woods, Lewis Hamilton, Roger Federer, Ronaldo, Messi. I wanted to be a GOAT. For the parents, I'm not talking about the ones you find at the goat farm right off the PIE near the BKE, but the ones etched into history with a legacy to be remembered, the greatest of all time. And whilst I haven't achieved this GOAT status yet, I want to share 3 things with you all that I've learned along the way that may help each and every one of you on your journey to becoming your own GOAT. First off is happiness. And what is happiness, you might ask? Is it being able to smile while you're doing something? Is it the excitement you feel to go home after and tell your family all about it? Is it the constant thought of wanting to get back to that one task all the time? Quite simply, it's all of those put together. You see, back when COVID first started, I began shooting ping pong trick shots.
Beach Boys on a ride home. I can get there with my eyes closed. Exactly 34 minutes after I pull out your driveway, you dial my phone.
Impressive, right? Yes, I thought I was Singapore's very own Dude Perfect, and couple that with a few dance trends to Taylor Swift, I thought I would go viral in 2 days. Let me tell you, that did not happen. Day after day, I posted videos, and 1 month in, when one of my videos reached 137 views, I ran to my mom and told her, "Oh my goodness, I'm going viral, can you believe it?" Little did I know that of those 137 views, 130 came from me rewatching the same video over and over again because my bicep looked good in the lighting. Now, my point here is not to garner views by refreshing the same video hundreds of times, which, trust me, is a huge waste of time. I've tried. But it is to enjoy the process of what you are doing. Make sure that whatever you do in life brings you happiness. If you truly love what you do, not a single thing in this world will stop you from reaching that GOAT status in your field. Since those early days, I've never looked for the views, cared about engagement rates, or thought about the end result. Whether it was while we were getting mauled by Pakistan at the Under-19 Asia Cup, or as I got berated for days in the jungle during my officer training, I always kept a smile on my face because I knew these moments won't come back again. As I act and edit my own videos even today, I laugh at myself and relish the opportunity to bring a smile on people's faces because I'm present in the moment and truly embed myself in the method, which makes me happy. The best example of this is actually from my very own grad walk back in 2017. Now, how many of you, and be honest here, cried during your grad walk? Don't lie to me, because I was there and I remember faces very well. Let's see a show of hands. Higher, please. Good. I'm happy UWC has taught most of you to be honest. Now you see, this was the exact same for my class. I would look left and right and see my best friends and classmates bawling their eyes out. Meanwhile, if I may share a photo with you all, this was me. It was one of the greatest days of my life. Not because I got to see the ugly cries of my closest mates, but because of the sheer joy in that moment that I was graduating from UWC. How many times in your life do you get to live through your high school graduation? And this brings me to my second piece of advice: to capitalize, to take advantage of what you already have. It may not seem like it right now because you're surrounded by like-minded individuals, but once you step into the real world, you will truly understand the power that going to the school has given you. The critical thinking skills, the ability to converse about any given topic, to problem solve, to navigate, to persevere. The challenges that UWC presents is all in the name of being a holistic individual, and I promise you, I have not been paid to say this. You will realize, just like I did, that this bubble you're currently in has equipped you to open doors others may never see. And now, you will realize how cool it is to be UWC alumni. But it's not about where you're at now. It's about how you make the most of it, take advantage of it, and leverage it to go further than you could have ever dreamed. You might be thinking, how has a holistic education helped this weird wannabe Sachin Tendulkar who makes comedy skits online succeed? And that's an extremely valid question. My own family tells me, this useless idiot made his parents pay so much money only for him to do the YouTube? Well, my trials and tribulations at UWC propelled me to think critically, speak confidently, and observe the world from a lens that enabled me to create content that is both comedic, but more importantly, relatable. Being exposed to and learning about so many different backgrounds anchors my pursuit to make content that everyone understands. By speaking English, Chinese, and Hindi, I've been able to reach more than half the globe. And yes, this may sound super cheesy, but these skills that you use on a daily basis at 1 Tampines Street 73 have already laid the foundation on your journey to that GOAT status. But becoming the best isn't easy. If it were, everyone would do it. Other people would tell you, don't let it go to waste. What I'm telling you is, you have no idea how far you can take it. This takes me to my final piece of advice for today, which is to embrace failure. Life is never meant to be a straight line, nor will it ever be. You will face challenges. You will face setbacks. Your parents will still tell you off for not spending enough time with them. You will be thrown curveball after curveball and feel like the whole world is against you. And in those moments, it's not about seeking comfort in defeat. It's about recognizing that every setback, every fall, and every blunder is an opportunity. Failure is self-fulfilling, guys. The more you fear it, the more you will fail. I can't tell you how many runs I was hit for before I performed at the global stage for my country, or how many hundreds of videos I created before my first viral hit. Through all the ups and downs, my mindset never changed. Either I succeed or I learn. It's as simple as that. We spend so much time in our lives pursuing what we think is right. By this age, we should graduate. By this age, we should have an undergraduate degree. By this age, a master's. And by this age, marriage. Wow, I do sound like my parents. If there's one thing you walk away with today, understand everyone's individual journey is unique with its own obstacles. There was nothing more I wanted than to become an officer in the Army, until I dislocated my shoulder, and that was that. I never got the chance to realize my dream. I'll admit, I spiraled heavily. I asked myself if all of this was a huge waste of time. I thought I would never be able to play cricket again, and for the first time in my life, I truly felt lost. If you told that person that 8 years from that moment, he'd be standing here doing this, I would have laughed you out of the room. But life has a mysterious way of working out so long as you stick at it. Embracing failure is to stick it out, ride the wave, and keep trying. Find what works. Maintain that fearlessness, because how would you know what success feels like without failure? Where's the fun in being gifted a victory royale on Fortnite or choosing the perfect outfit for girls' night on the first try? The first try. Yes, these are my very own teenage gender stereotypes. Trust me when I say this. We receive the most satisfaction when we are challenged and emerge victorious anyway. Graduating from UWC means this much to you because of the challenges you've had to overcome. The stress, the late nights, the praying that your teacher gives you the right grade on your anticipateds so you can apply to your dream college. The long hours at Devesh, the late nights spent grinding at your desk, and the 3 weeks of exams you've just endured, which makes this moment right here oh so very sweet. And with that, graduates, I'm not capping when I say this. You are all in your chase your dreams era, and it truly hits different. So go out there, slay your missions. And if you're ever low-key panicking inside, remember to stay happy, take advantage of everything you've got, and embrace those L's day by day, because they will turn into massive W's and give you infinite aura. It's time to go out there, make history, and become the GOATs that you can be. Congratulations, class of 2026. It's your time to cook.